local election headquarters. Here's Fred Childers with This Week in Louisiana Politics.
Good morning, I'm Fred Childers. Thanks for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Politics on your local election headquarters. We hope you're having a great weekend so far. Well, wildfires across the state of Louisiana are still raging as fire crews work tirelessly to contain them. Officials say the state could now be facing the worst wildfire threat in Louisiana history. There have been more than 500 wildfires in Louisiana, with the Tiger Island fire in Beauregard Parish still only about halfway contained over a week after it happened. Governor Edwards is calling the high number of fires a new normal for the state, and once again asking residents to abide by the state's burn ban.
We still have a very severe drought in Louisiana, and the little bit of precipitation that we've had, especially in southwest Louisiana, it's gone now. So please, don't burn anything.
Officials say this includes starting the grill for tailgating purposes. The University of Louisiana system is banning grills at tailgates for the time being. People breaking the burn ban are getting citations, with 30 being issued in the last 2 days. The August 25th fire at the Marathon refinery has now been extinguished. Authorities say their response teams are monitoring the area, but residents are concerned with the lingering aftermath of the fire. Kenny Lopez brings us the details.
Oh, it was hazy. People were concerned. They saw that big smoke cloud and it's
monstrous.
That thing was fierce.
Robert Taylor lives about 1.5 miles away from the Marathon Garyville refinery, where a huge fire broke out last Friday.
There was no warning. There's no system in place for something as terrible as this.
Robert's the executive director for the Concerned Citizens of St. John the Baptist Parish. He says a better emergency alert system needs to be in place, and there needs to be more transparency as to what monitoring the refinery is actually doing.
We have a Homeland Security. We have the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. But Marathon is conducting everything?
Days later, spokespeople with St. John the Baptist Parish say the fire's been extinguished and their response teams continue to monitor and maintain control of the impacted area at the refinery. They say air monitoring results have continued to show no off-site impacts.
Marathon is telling us now that everything is fine. After that horrible conflagration that we saw, that there are no after effects, that nothing negative had come out of that. The people are not buying it.
He says he's most concerned about the poisonous chemical naphtha being in the air.
Your house cannot protect you from these dangerous chemicals that are in the air. You have to breathe air.
Air monitoring remains a priority according to officials. Test results from the U.S. EPA, LDEQ, the Marathon team, and a third-party contractor continue to show no off-site impact in the surrounding area. Out of an abundance of caution, officials said the refinery is operating at a reduced rate during response efforts. Plans to return to normal operations are in the works. A petition is circulating online to remove the Lafayette Library Board president, which comes shortly after the board's decision to fire the library director in a closed-door meeting. The petition would remove President Robert Judge. The person running the petition claims he has tried to ban books over the years and is not putting in enough effort to build a new library.
I don't even know why he wants to be board president or on this board anymore, but whatever his reasons are, it's time for him to go.
The board's vice president, James Thomas, said he did not expect the director to be fired in the controversial meeting. Lafayette City Council members will make the final decision on the board. Over in Washington Parish, school staff are putting the heat on the school districts over their wages. Teachers, bus drivers, and cafeteria workers say aside from money they received from the state, they haven't seen a boost in pay in years. Now, they took their message to the streets in protest, causing classes to be canceled. Jordan Lippincott reports.
Dozens of teachers, bus drivers, and other school employees gathered outside the Washington Parish School Board office Tuesday morning to demand better pay.
What we like to tell them, we want a pay raise, just like they're getting, towards our retirement, not a Cypress check. We want to see some money towards our retirement, our salary.
These employees say they deserve it because of their hard work and dedication.
My day starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, preparing breakfast and lunch for over 760 students at my school. Each school has a different amount, but we're here and dedicated for our students. I feel bad that this is happening, but this is the only way that we're going to try to accomplish something.
One school board member who attended the protest says budget cuts are necessary to make the pay raises happen.
We got to cut, but you don't cut from bottom to top, you cut from top to bottom. And who's willing to do it? Who's willing to put their neck out there and do it? Well, guess what? I'm one who's willing to do it.
We asked School Superintendent Frances Varnado about her response to central office staff reportedly receiving annual pay raises and the rest of the faculty not.
My response to that, we have scheduled a special meeting on August the 31st at 6 p.m. at Franklinton Primary Auditorium to address their concerns at that time with the board members.
Jordan Lippincott, WGNO News.
All right, in your fall election news, candidates for governor have a number of ideas for special sessions in mind. This week, Attorney General Jeff Landry told This Week in Louisiana Politics that he wants to call a special session just on crime in the first days of his administration if he's elected. He also joins the other candidates in wanting a special session just on insurance to address the rising costs for coverage. Treasurer John Schroeder says he expects to hold multiple special sessions on insurance if he's elected. Well, WVLA will host a debate for Louisiana governor. The debate is set for September 15th at 7 p.m. and will include the 7 main candidates running to succeed current governor John Bel Edwards. The debate will feature 1 Democrat, Shawn Wilson, 5 Republicans, Jeff Landry, Sharon Hewitt, Richard Nelson, John Schroeder, Stephen Wagasback, and 1 independent, Hunter Lundy. I will serve as one of the moderators along with Jackie Jovic from KTAL TV, Dalford Jones of KLFY TV, and Susan Rosegen of WGNO TV will host the debate. It'll air statewide on Nexstar's Media's Louisiana stations and 1 partner station, KSWL TV in Lake Charles. Nexstar Media will also make the debate available to Spanish-language television stations and a radio partner as well. Election day for the gubernatorial election is set for October 14th. If no candidate tops 50%, a runoff election will be on November 18th. State and federal dollars are coming to the state to make it more resilient to hurricanes and storms. That's next. Stay with us.